Hello, and welcome back. Luke 22. Now the festival of unleavened bread, called the Passover, was approaching, and the chief priests and the teachers of the law were looking for some way to get rid of Jesus, for they were afraid of the people. Then Satan entered Judas, called Iscariot, one of the 12. And Judas went to the chief priests and the officer of the temple guard and discussed with them how he might betray Jesus. They were delighted and agreed to give him money. He consented and watched for an opportunity to hand Jesus over to them when no crowd was present. Then came the day of unleavened bread on which the Passover lamb had to be sacrificed. Jesus sent Peter and John, saying, "Go and make preparations for us to eat the Passover." "Where do you want us to prepare for it?" they asked. He replied, "As you enter the city, a man carrying a jar of water will meet you. Follow him to the house that he enters, and say to the owner of the house, 'The teacher asks, where is the guest room, where I may eat the Passover with my disciples?' He will show you a large room upstairs, all furnished. Make preparations there." They left and found things just as Jesus had told them, so they prepared the Passover. When the hour came, Jesus and his apostles reclined at the table, and he said to them, "I have eagerly desired to eat this Passover with you before I suffer. For I tell you, I will not eat it again until it finds fulfillment in the kingdom of God." After taking the cup, he gave thanks and said, "Take this and divide it among you, for I tell you that I will not drink again from the fruit of the vine until the kingdom of God comes." And he took bread, gave thanks and broke it, and gave it to them, saying, "This is my body given for you. Do this in remembrance of me." In the same way, after the supper he took the cup, saying, "This cup is the new covenant in my blood, which is poured out for you. But the hand of him who is going to betray me is with mine on the table. The Son of Man will go as it has been decreed, but woe to that man who betrays him." They began to question among themselves which of them it might be who would do this. A dispute also arose among them as to which of them was considered to be the greatest. Jesus said to them, "The kings of the Gentiles lord it over them, and those who exercise authority over them call themselves benefactors. But you are not to be like that. Instead, the greatest among you should be like the youngest, and the one who rules like the one who serves. For who is greater, the one who is at the table or the one who serves? Is it not the one who is at the table? But I am among you as one who serves. You are those who have stood by me in my trials, and I confer on you a kingdom, just as my Father conferred one on me, so that you may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom and sit on thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Simon, Simon, Satan has asked to sift all of you as wheat, but I have prayed for you, Simon, that your faith may not fail, and when you have turned back, strengthen your brothers." But he replied, "Lord, I am ready to go with you to prison and to death." Jesus answered, "I tell you, Peter, before the rooster crows today, you will deny 3 times that you know me." Then Jesus asked them, "When I sent you without purse, bag, or sandals, did you lack anything?" "Nothing," they answered. He said to them, "But now if you have a purse, take it, and also a bag. And if you don't have a sword, sell your cloak and buy one. It is written, 'And he was numbered with the transgressors.' And I tell you that this must be fulfilled in me. Yes, what is written about me is reaching its fulfillment." The disciples said, "See, Lord, here are 2 swords." "That's enough," he replied. Jesus went out as usual to the Mount of Olives, and his disciples followed him. On reaching the place, he said to them, "Pray that you will not fall into temptation." He withdrew about a stone's throw beyond them, knelt down and prayed, "Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me, yet not my will, but yours be done." An angel from heaven appeared to him and strengthened him, and being in anguish he prayed more earnestly, and his sweat was like drops of blood falling to the ground. When he rose from prayer and went back to the disciples, he found them asleep, exhausted from sorrow. "Why are you sleeping?" he asked them. "Get up and pray so that you will not fall into temptation." While he was still speaking, a crowd came up, and the man who was called Judas, one of the 12, was leading them. He approached Jesus to kiss him, but Jesus asked, "Judas, are you betraying the Son of Man with a kiss?" When Jesus' followers saw what was going to happen, they said, "Lord, should we strike with our swords?" And one of them struck the servant of the high priest, cutting off his right ear. But Jesus answered, "No more of this," and he touched the man's ear and healed him. Then Jesus said to the chief priests, the officers of the temple guard, and the elders who had come for him, "Am I leading a rebellion, that you have come with swords and clubs?" Every day I was with you in the temple courts, and you did not lay a hand on me. But this is your hour, when darkness reigns." Then seizing him, they led him away and took him into the house of the high priest. Peter followed at a distance. And when some there had kindled a fire in the middle of the courtyard and had sat down together, Peter sat down with them. A servant girl saw him seated there in the firelight. She looked closely at him and said, "This man was with him." But he denied it. "Woman, I don't know him," he said. A little later, someone else saw him and said, "You also are one of them." "Man, I am not," Peter replied. About an hour later, another asserted, "Certainly this fellow was with him, for he is a Galilean." Peter replied, "Man, I don't know what you're talking about." Just as he was speaking, the rooster crowed. The Lord turned and looked straight at Peter. Then Peter remembered the word the Lord had spoken to him. "Before the rooster crows today, you will disown me 3 times." And he went outside and wept bitterly. The men who were guarding Jesus began mocking and beating him. They blindfolded him and demanded, "Prophesy! Who hit you?" And they said many other insulting things to him. At daybreak, the council of the elders of the people, both the chief priests and the teachers of the law, met together, and Jesus was led before them. "If you are the Messiah," they said, "tell us." Jesus answered, "If I tell you, you will not believe me, and if I asked you, you would not answer. But from now on, the Son of Man will be seated at the right hand of the mighty God." They all asked, "Are you then the Son of God?" He replied, "You say that I am." Then they said, "Why do we need any more testimony? We have heard it from his own lips." May God bless the reading of his word. So last time, we finally passed the progress that I have previously made on this game. We're standing outside of the Still Shrine of Miriam. I guess we'll find out what's next, because I don't know. Those judges, I thought they were protectors of the law, but they were only cruel brutes bullying the weak. There are still Imperials up in the temple. I'd stay clear of the place were I you. I've been separated from my family. I hope they're alright. Mama was standing with the Kilshas, and the man in armor knocked her down. She can't get up for the pain. Mama!
Our vagrant princess. Swift has your lust for revenge led you to the Sword of Kings. You will surrender it to me. Too late, and to their sorrow do those who misplace their trust in gods learn their fate.
There it is again. Fran, I don't like the look of that.
This mist. He holds a stone. It controls him as it did Mjern.
No, the power of manufactured nethicite is the power of man. A weapon forged by his wisdom who would challenge the gods themselves. A fitting blade for a true dynast king. Wraithwall did but pretend the title, a cur begging nethicite scraps from his master's table. Hark! Evilise hails her true dynast king, Vain Solidor. He shall defy the will of the gods and see the reins of history back in the hands of man. His time is nigh! The new Evilise holds no place for the name Downmasker. The stain of Wraithwall's blood shall be washed clean from history's weave.
guys back here. I need a charm. Also, I need to make sure that she doesn't have Poach active either. Let's just steal from Judge Bergen and call it good. Okay. Attack Judge A. Attack Judge C. Attack Judge B. Attack Judge Bergen. I mean to count down. To break. We're doing a number 2 on him. Look at just how fast it goes down. There's no point in breaking out anything stronger, because he's just dead.
He set his very bones about with manufactured nethersite. The Grand Kiltius?
Wait, what about Larsa?
Gone, spirited away by Juchka Brandt.
You okay?
So he was here. As for our young lordling, he went along. To avoid trouble, you see, but Judge Bergen had other ideas. He flew into a rage, and I was left to fend for myself. Please, Princess, you must permit me to take you back with me to Rosaria.
So that you can protect me?
I would lay down my life, at a single word to be sure, but I harbor no mongering delusions of valiant grandeur. Vayne has our war pavilion jumping at shadows. They favor a preemptive strike, but you will convince them otherwise. You will see that they do not start this war.
This I cannot do. Forgive me, but my errand here is not yet done. I must wield the Sword of Kings, and with it bring an end to the Dusk Shard.
This stone, do you even know what it is?
I can venture a guess. The Draclaw Laboratory in Arcades. The Empire's weapons research begins and ends there. How soon do we leave?
At once. As for matters in Rosaria, I bid you luck.
So you would leave each to fend for his own. Let us hope that you are not disappointed. Ah, that's right. Larsa left a message. The differences between our two lands will fade before the shared dream of men. My leave, I take.
How do you propose we reach Arcades? Arcadia's borders will be well guarded for fear of Rosarian invasion. We dare not approach by air.
And their navy will see that the coast is watched as well. No, we go afoot. We'll cross into Arcadia in the Salika Wood. We can reach the wood any number of ways, but the easiest is to head north from Nalbina.
There is a hunter's camp just beyond the Salika Wood. The camp sits within Arcadia's borders, so Imperial patrols there should be sparse.
Getting that far should be half the fun. Let's be sure we go prepared.
I've gone to most of those places already. Child, do you seek greater power? Know, then, the fate of those who have fallen in their search for strength. In the distant past, the great Condemner, too, sought such power, and was stricken down by the gods. Even now his spirit is bound within the still shrine of Miriam. Take his stone in hand, and walk the paths into darkness. The Stone of the Condemner. Yeah, we're not doing that right now. Aha, yep. Alright. This'll be fun. Vorpal Bunny. Mutant Hare. At Irrit Village. Okay. I have need of a warrior, but to those in my village I cannot turn. For one who feels a proper kinship with the wood, do I wait. Mind Flayer. It's in Jahara. The warriors of the Gareth are strong and brave, but some creatures are beyond even our handling. We now face one such creature. Come to our aid. Bloodwing. Mutant Stealing. Damaska Estersend. This beast killed my partner, and I want revenge. Only problem is, I ain't up to dishing it out. That's where you come in. Okay. Atomos. Mutant Slaven at Nalbina Fortress. Colossal Slaven Wild Urge rampages in the mountains. They say the Arcadian army roused it somehow, but it's our problem now. Roblin. Rank 6. Augmented Automaton. Nalbina Fortress. I've heard a hellish creature now makes its home in the Nebrius Deadlands. Please, Nebradia was once my home. I cannot bear to see it so profaned. And a Brave. Mutant Nightmare. And Malsfurin Highwaist. Most important delivery of the year, and some beast chooses my caravan to sup upon. Kill that thing and take back my goods. That Azdalu, he went to see the Mind Flayer. Can you believe this? He had barely ventured out of the village before. Please save him. We Gareth cannot hope to face the Mind Flayer. Thus we must ask you, Hume. I'm sorry, but I'm quite busy now. Can you not see? Please, ask your questions of another... Wait, you're not here about the mark? Truly, you will you're not here about the mark. Truly, you will slay the Mind Flayer? Then quickly, go to the Henne Mines. My friend has gone within and does not return. He knows the Mind Flayer lurks inside. If it were not a Mind Flayer, our warriors would go. Yet, for some reason, we Gareth cannot withstand its attacks. The Mind Flayer is fond of mist. It is drawn, too, to entities that possess magical power. Where the mist is densest, you will find it. Recently, it was seen at the Phase 1 dig into the mines from the Osmode Plain and bear right. Please, help my friend. Help Azdalu. Mind Flayer, the hunt begins. Go. Oh boy, a pebble. Countdown. I mean, break. And the whole thing started over. Also, it's immune to poach. Invert is always fun. You know what? I think it's worth it. It's nearly dead now. Time to go.
How about some of this?
I never miss.
My regards.
I never miss.
My regards.
I was too slow. case you're wondering why Invert is dropping my HP so much, what it's doing is swapping my HP and MP current numbers. So my MP is at its max because my HP is way above my max MP, but my my HP drops a lot. Mind Flayer vanquished. Woohoo! I have heard you defeated the Mind Flayer. Thank you. I am very impressed, and very angry with Azalu for doing such a foolish thing. You have slain the Mind Flayer? Ah, this is truly good news. I am sure that Azalu will return to the village soon. Ah, this reminds me. The Geomancer wished to speak with you. He has heard of your feats, no doubt. And thank you for your help. Please, take this as your reward. Carmagnol. Aha. I know of your skill, by which you defeated the Mind Flayer. I know of your heart, by which you saved the youth of our village. Because of these things, I thought to guide you to the depths of the Hene mines. But no, I feel it is yet too soon. You would not be able to quell the great power that lies sleeping in the Hene mines. Not as you are now. To grasp such power and hold it, you first need gather about you the protection of many great beings. Do this, and return to me. I see. You come because of the bill I posted? Then you will hear me tell of the Vorpal Bunny. I'm listening. Thank you. Then I shall begin. The Vorpal Bunny is a black dream hare that appears only once each 7 years. The tail of this hare is a component vital in the making of vision dust, an incense said to fill the minds of those who breathe it with illusion. For a VR salve maker, the preparation of vision dust is a rite of passage, one that Alja has yet to fulfill. Ever she remains an apprentice. Experience and skill she has, but the Vorpal Bunny eludes her capture. It is too quick. But for a lame leg, Alja would be salve maker even now. They would chasten me for looking without aid. But the tension between Wood Warder and salve maker of late leaves me little choice. Turn to you I must, but speak of this to no one. If the elders knew of the petition, they might guess at my involvement. Vorpal Bunny, the hunt begins. It is custom for an escort of Wood Warders to accompany a salve maker on her hunt of the Dream Hare. But Alja cannot ask the Wood Warders for aid, not now. It will be 7 years before she has this chance again. Will she wait so long? Find the Vorpal Bunny, and she need not. It is somewhere in Golmore Jungle. I shall await your return at the entrance to the village. Somewhere is not helpful. Does this help me at all? Yes, that is much more helpful than it's somewhere. Countdown. I mean to break. Make sure you turn off poach. of foes. You can keep Coach. I'll let my allies do what they will, but I'm going to be as close to that Vorpal Bunny as I can manage. Because if it gets too far away, then it pines and heals all its health again. Yes! Rabbit's tail! Vorpal Bunny vanquished. Now, be oh so quiet. I do not wish to suffer their scorn should they see us speak. Follow me, at a distance. Thank you. With this, Alja can prepare the vision dust. The hidden path from Golmore you took to reach our village. Its scent, you recall. Light on the breeze. So sweet. That is the scent of the vision dust. On Viera it has no effect, but it clouds the minds of other races, keeping our village hidden from the world. I was told someone had hunted the Vorpal Bunny. Was it you? Alja, do not be angry. Hear what I would say. How long now would you have studied under Hala, yet you remain Salve Apprentice because you have not prepared the vision dust? I know how you have worked to become Salve Maker. I wish only to help. And your leg, I know of that too. Enough, Nira. That was an accident. No more. You were protecting a Salve Maker who ventured into Golmore, were you not? Since then, bickering, a rift between Woodwarder and Salve Maker, where they should work as one with the Elder. Is this not so? Yes, I was wounded that day protecting a Salve Maker. The path of the Woodwarder was closed to me forever. But what happened on that day I would not change. I acted as I must to protect a Salve Apprentice on her hunt. I fulfilled my duty. There were times when I mourned my loss, but the decision to leave the Woodwarders and become a Salve Maker was my own. You must be clear about this. I hold no one to blame. As you say, only use this, and prepare the vision dust. You must promise. This I will do, Nira. I am sorry to have burdened you with our troubles. For the Dream Hare's tale, you have my thanks. 2,000 gil, lightning arrows, and gilly boots. You come about the bill? Gonna kill that Bloodwing for me? You were in Nalbana, weren't you? Yeah, you're the one that went picking a fight with Daguza. Then you made your escape, am I right? No use denying it. Heck, I was a prisoner there, too. Me and my buddy made our escape just after you did. Made it through one of the walls and tunneled our way out with our hands. Came out in the Barheim Passage. Thought we were free. Heh. Had scarcely moved when a Bloodwing swooped out of the gloom. Didn't land any serious bites on me, but my friend number 982 weren't so lucky. I hefted it on my shoulder, jumped down in the water, and eventually washed up here. I feel like I've been given a second chance. I don't mean to waste it. But first I gotta see number 982 here gets the revenge he deserves. That's why you gotta kill this Bloodwing. It's lurking deep in the west annex of the Barheim Passage. Show it no mercy. Bloodwing, the hunt begins. Well, you're the boy what I gave that fuse to down in the passage. Come about my bill for the Atomos? That Atomos has got our caravan stuck cold. Can't lay in any of the goods my customers want, and that's death in my trade. That's why I want you to hunt it, and kill it. That's what I wanted to hear. Let's get you the details so you can get out there and hunt. Maybe you know, and maybe you don't, but just a while back the Imperials cordoned off the highway leading up to the Mosfern High Waste. See, they was out capturing out as many slave and wilders as they could get their hands on. Army wanted them for some reason or another. Well, their hunt's over now, but it sent this Atomos into a rampage, seeing as how they get on with the slave and wilders. And who suffers? The caravans! And who suffers? The caravans! The Imperials are the ones to blame, but pointing fingers don't solve problems. Kill this Atomos before things get out of hand, boy. Mighty young to be hunting marks, aren't you, boy? Well, good for you, I say. I heard a party of adventurers who had recently passed through the Nabrius Deadlands mention seeing a hellish golem. Please, Nabradia was once my home. I cannot bear to see it profaned so. And this golem? No, surely it is not. Would you kill this golem for an old man? Yes, that's the spirit. Never lose it. Now, as for this golem, it roams somewhere beyond tall grasses and a bank of thick fog. It is known as the Roblon. It was my son who... No. Go now, and take care. Roblon! The hunt begins. Eh? Keep it down, man. I'm busy here, can't you see? If you have no business with me, I'll speak with you later. Or did you come about the break? That's right. Eh? Truly? Heh. Sorry I tried to brush you off there. Now listen up. I'm a traveling merchant, see? Me and my partner were on our way out to the hunter's camp on the Fawn Coast with some wares. Thing is, we took a wrong turn in the Salica. Bad turn. That's when we ran into that nightmare. Talk about wild horses. I escaped by the bristles on my chin, but when I came back, my partner and our wares were gone. I thought I'd wait here for my partner, but so far I ain't seen hide nor hair of him. I'm worried, but not enough to go looking myself. That's why I posted that bill, and why I want you to go get that braid for me. Braid, the hunt begins. The braid came upon us in the northwest of the Salica Wood, pretty close to the Necker Hall of Nabudis, come to think. Yeah, I know, complete opposite direction from the Fawn Coast, where we were supposed to be headed. There's the Animos. Fawn's level 33. Got a potion. And it's a giant skin. Because that's what the thief clubs do. Okay. I'll let it get down. This is rank 3, so I shouldn't have too much trouble. I'll go ahead and, yeah, this should be good enough.
Please.
My regards.
Please.
My regards.
Ah, only got 5. Oh well. Atomos, vanquished. I already heard from one of the caravans come in before you. Sounds like you made short work of that, Atomos. Caravans shouldn't have any trouble bringing supplies through the mountains now. You've my thanks, boy. Hey there, Jovi. You're grinning ear to ear, bro. What's this hubbub about? This here boy did for that Atomos. Who said there were no heroes in Albina? Was it something I said? Sorry, didn't mean to keep you so long. Thanks again for taking care of that Adamus for me. Here's your bounty, boy. You've earned every gil. 1800 gil, a Gaia Rod, and Platinum Shield. I don't have anyone who can use rods, so that's all for now. This guy's still here. If I don't find those layabouts and get them back on the job soon, the boss will have our pom-poms. I searched up ahead, but no one was there, Kupo. Only scary monsters. I was lucky to escape with singed whiskers. Okay, so... it sounds like we got a job to do. Once the gate's fixed, everyone will be able to go to the Fawn Coast, Kupo. It'll take a little while longer yet. That is, if my 9 missing apprentices ever come back from the Salica Wood. We'll never finish the repairs like this, Kupo. They're probably still loafing in the Salica Wood bungalow. Still 9 missing. Alright, we got a quest. Time to wander. No, I did not make note of where all the bungalows were. Oh, but it looks like he did. Okay. We're here working on the gate up. We're here working on the gate up ahead. Except right now we're taking a break, actually. What? The boss wants us. Uh-oh, Kupo. We better go. He's ugly when he gets mad, Kupo. Bye-bye, Kupo. Oh, there's still 7 of us on break out there. That's 1. Or 2, I guess. There's a community of hunters on the Fawn Coast. I came here thinking to join them, but my way is blocked. Should you head east from this forest, well to the east, you'll find an old gate. Beyond that, the Fawn Coast. Trouble is, the gate's broken. The Muggles were fixing it, but I have some doubt as to their industry in this matter. When will the gate be open? There being nothing to do about it, I returned here. Of course, now I've dropped my map of the wood, too. The fates spit upon me, surely. Oh, we're working on the gate down the road. But right now it's break time, Kupo. Kupo? The boss wants us back on the job? That Moogle driver, Kupo. Well, let's get back and be done with this. Bye-bye, Kupo. Oh, there's still 4 of us on break out there. How do you know? Whatever. I know where they are. What? No, we're working on the gate up ahead. Okay, we're not actually working on it right now, if you must be literal about it. The boss wants us, Kupo. Break's over, Kupo? Ah, well. Bye-bye, Kupo. Oh, there's still 2 of us on break out there. Yes, they're right over here. Kupo? We're here working on the gate up ahead. Well, right now we're on break, actually. Eh? The boss wants us, Kupo. That's no good. He's scary when he gets mad. Okay, break time's over. That's all of us, Kupo. Let's get working. Found all the Muggles. Come with us to the gate, Kupo? Yes. Then let's be off, Kupo. Thank you for the warp. Now that my apprentices are all back, the repairs took no time at all, Kupo. Witness the power of Muggles. Impressive gate. We're off to the Cerobi Steppe next, Kupo. Once we're done fixing the windmills there, we'll put one back at the tavern in Belfenheim, Kupo. Nothing better than a job well done, Kupo. I'm headed off to Cerobi Steppe for a job, and then it's vacation time. We're off to do some repair work in the Mossfern highways next, Kupo. Repairing what? Better ask the Overseer, wherever he is. When we put our minds to it, we Moogles get things done. Next stop, the Mossfern Highways. Repairs finished, Kupo. We're off to our next job site. Wish the Cerobi Steppe wasn't so far away, Kupo. The Crafts Moogles League will go anywhere in the Evil East we're needed, Kupo, when we get around to it. It's been a while since the Crafts Moogles League got together, Kupo. We're usually scattered off to one place or the other. Mossfern is next. Next stop is Nabudis to do Nabudis. That's how you pronounce it. Nabudis to do repairs on the old palace. If only those horrible monsters weren't trapped there. Someone should sort them out. I hear we're off to the Necro Hall of Nabudis next, but there are monsters there. Big ones. Let's play it safe, Kupo. Thanks to you, the repairs to the gate are finished, Kupo. Here, a token of our gratitude. Sash! The Fawn Coast is up ahead, Kupo. Pretty views there, but the locals, not so pretty. That is indeed a pretty view.
It would seem we made the right choice. If we'd taken the easy way and come by airship, one of those patrols would no doubt have been quick to roll out the red carpet. We're on the Empire's doorstep now, so we shouldn't have to worry quite so much. But that's no excuse to get sloppy. It is still a long road to the capital.
Oh, this is where I'm supposed to go. Okay.
Race it to the water.
Why the capital?
The Nethicite. I must destroy it.
Are you sure? You don't want it for yourself? Use its power to restore Dalmasca? Something like that? The best intentions invite the worst kind of trouble.
Lusting for ever greater power. Blinded by the Nethicite. Is that how you see me?
That does sound like someone I know. He was obsessed with Nethicite. It was all he cared about.
Come over here.
He'd babble nonsense, blind to aught but the stone's power.
Like I said,
He'd talk about some Enna, or was it
beautiful view.
Venar?
Except for you.
No matter.
Thank you.
Everything he did to get closer to the Nethicite, to understand it. He made airships, weapons. He even made me a judge.
You were a judge?
What?
Part of a past I'd rather forget. It didn't last long. I ran. I left the judges and him. Sidolphus Demon Bonanza. Draclaw Laboratories' very own Dr. Sid. That's when he lost his heart to Nethicite. Lost himself. And I suppose that's when I lost my father. Don't follow in his footsteps. I ran away. I couldn't stand seeing him like that, a slave to the stone. So I ran. Free at last. Funny I went for the Dusk Shard. How could I have known that it was Nethicite? And then, of course, I met you. All that running, and I got nowhere. It's time to end this. Cut my ties to the past.
It's hard to leave the past behind. I know.
A marriage of convenience. Symbol of the alliance between Nebradia and Delmasca. This is how they see our match.
They do they?
These roles we play. I must admit, I find it wearying.
His voice is so much deeper than I thought it would
I
be.
will play mine.
I would have no other.
It's so deep.
The choice is yours to make. But don't give your heart to a stone. You're too strong for that, princess.
I pray you're right, Balthier.
Where do you go, Wayfarer? To the east lie the Cheetah Uplands. To the north, across the plains, lies the seat of the Empire, Arcades. Myself, I shall go east, to the port town of Balfenheim. I have heard it is a place where men and women value freedom above all else. Alright, that's gonna close it for today. We have explored the entire Fawn Coast. And are at Rava's Pass. Next time, I guess we're going into the Cheetah Uplands. Or however you pronounce it. At any rate, that's going to be all for today. So, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.